On a quiet morning at a busy marina in California, a crowd gathered around a massive luxury boat owned by a billionaire named Richard Caldwell. The engine had been silent for weeks, and frustration hung thick in the air. 50 of the best engineers had already tried to fix it, but every attempt failed. Richard stood on the dock, shaking his head in disbelief, when he noticed a man in worn jeans quietly watching from the side. With a smirk, the billionaire crossed his arms and said loudly, "Go ahead, fix my boat if you think you can." The crowd chuckled, but what happened next would leave everyone speechless. Before we dive into this incredible story, take a moment to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Welcome to Kindness Lights, where we share stories that remind us how powerful kindness can be. Now, let's begin. The man standing quietly near the dock was named Daniel Carter, a single father who worked long hours as a small-town mechanic. His clothes were simple, his hands were rough, and he didn't look anything like the highly trained engineers who had already tried to fix the boat. But Daniel had something many people overlooked: patience, humility, and a deep understanding of machines. He had brought his young daughter Lily to the marina that morning because she loved watching the boats glide across the water. When the crowd laughed at the billionaire's challenge, Daniel didn't respond with anger. Instead, he gave a small, calm smile. Lily looked up at her father and whispered, "Dad, you can fix anything." Her quiet faith warmed his heart. Daniel stepped closer to the engine room while the engineers exchanged skeptical glances. One of them muttered, "Good luck, buddy. 50 professionals already tried." Richard Caldwell leaned against the railing, clearly amused. To him, this was nothing more than entertainment. Daniel carefully examined the engine. He didn't rush. He didn't show off. He simply listened to the faint sounds inside the machine and gently touched different parts, thinking quietly. Minutes passed. The crowd grew impatient. But Daniel kept working with calm focus. After a while, he noticed something strange: a small valve slightly misaligned deep inside the system. It was something so tiny that most people would overlook it, but Daniel had spent years fixing stubborn engines in his small garage back home. He picked up a simple wrench from his toolbox and adjusted the valve by just a fraction. Then he stepped back. "Try it now," he said softly. One of the engineers rolled his eyes but turned the ignition anyway. For a moment, nothing happened. Then suddenly the engine roared to life, strong and smooth like it had never been broken. The dock went silent. The same people who had laughed moments earlier now stared in disbelief. The engineers looked at each other, stunned. Richard Caldwell slowly straightened up, his confident smile fading into pure shock. The billionaire walked toward Daniel, trying to understand what had just happened. "How did you do that?" he asked. Daniel shrugged gently. "Sometimes machines don't need complicated solutions. They just need someone to listen." The words hung in the air. Richard had spent his life surrounded by experts, technology, and money, yet none of that had solved the problem. But this humble mechanic, a single father who simply cared enough to look closely, had fixed it in minutes. Richard studied Daniel more carefully now, noticing the kindness in his tired eyes and the little girl standing proudly beside him. "What do you do for a living?" the billionaire asked quietly. "I run a small repair shop," Daniel replied. "Mostly cars and boat motors. Nothing fancy." Richard nodded slowly, still processing everything. "How much do I owe you?" he asked. Daniel looked surprised. "Honestly, sir, nothing," he said with a gentle smile. "Your daughter looked excited to see the boat running again. That's enough for me." Lily giggled as the engine rumbled happily behind them. The crowd murmured softly. No one expected that answer. Most people would have demanded a large reward after fixing a problem that 50 engineers couldn't solve. But Daniel wasn't thinking about money. He was thinking about kindness. Richard stood silent for a long moment. Something about Daniel's humility touched him deeply. For years he had believed success meant being the smartest, the richest, the most powerful person in the room. But this simple man had just taught him a different lesson. Kindness, patience, and humility were far more powerful than pride. Finally, Richard spoke again. "Daniel, I think you deserve more than thanks." He reached into his pocket and handed Daniel a business card. "Come see me tomorrow. I'd like to help expand your repair shop. Consider it an investment." Daniel hesitated. "That's really not necessary." Richard smiled for the first time that day, but now the smile carried respect instead of arrogance. "Maybe not," he said. "But kindness like yours deserves to be recognized." The next day, Daniel visited Richard's office, expecting a small conversation. Instead, he learned the billionaire had arranged funding to expand his shop into a full-service garage. Daniel could hire workers, train young mechanics, and support his daughter's future. But what surprised Daniel most was what Richard said before he left. "You didn't just fix my boat," Richard told him. "You reminded me that